Hello YouTube, this is Dennis with another Codewars Kata of the day. In today's kata, I am going to be starting a little bit of a series on esoteric programming languages. Now, an esoteric programming language, otherwise known as an esolang, is an informal computer programming language that is generally not designed for serious practical use. There are a few goals which these languages tend to achieve. Number 1, Turing completeness in as few commands as possible. Some languages have 8, and others, like the one I'm going to be implementing in this video, can have as few as 2. Number 2, be as difficult as possible to program a useful application with this language. And 3, many esolangs are implemented merely as a joke. Now this brings me to the language I'm going to be implementing in this video. This esolang only takes 2 commands, a plus sign which increments the value of a memory cell, and if that value reaches 256, wrap to 0. And then a period, which outputs the ASCII value of that memory cell's value and puts it into a string which will be returned at the end of the function. So let's go ahead and implement this right now. I got my Visual Studio Code open here. I'm going to type in function my first interpreter, and I'll take our code string as an argument. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to split this string into its separate characters. I'm going to do that with the split command here. Const chars equals code.split. I'll pass in a blank string, so all the characters in our code string will be placed into an array. Next, I want to implement our memory cell here. So I'm going to do let cell, and I'll set that equal to 0. And then I'll store our result string here, which will be returned at the end of the function. Now, what I want to do, I want to iterate through all the characters in our code string and look for plus signs and dots. So what I'm going to do here, chars not for each. I'll run a function in here, which will take a char as an argument. And I'll check to see if the char is equal to a plus sign or a period. So if char is equal to the plus sign, I'm going to increment cell by 1. And if that cell as a result is equal to 256, I'm going to set it equal to 0. Reset it, if you will. Now if it finds the period, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do result. I'm going to append the ASCII value of that memory cell's value to the end of our result string. And I can do that by result plus equals string dot from char code, and we'll pass in our cell value. That is simple enough. From there, we can just go ahead and return our result. That is very simple enough. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to export this out for node testing. I'm going to do module.exports equals my first interpreter. Alright, simple enough. I'm going to go ahead and open up my node console here. I'm going to run node. I'm going to do const a equals require esolang1. Now I'm going to take a sample here from this kata page. I'm not going to show the kata page here because there's some profane language in here which is meant to assume a different thing for the sake of the kata. Anyway, I'm going to take the string here, I'm going to copy it. I'm going to pass this into our function that we exported here. Okay, I think we do that like copy, paste. And then we just hit enter. And as expected, we get the classic programming string, hello world. So I think we've satisfied all the tests in our kata. I'm going to go ahead and submit this off screen because the kata once again has some profane language I don't want to show on the video. And with that, that concludes today's Codewars Kata of the day. Comment, like, and subscribe if you like this video. Check out my GitHub page. This is Dennis with a Codewars Kata of the day. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.